Charles Leclerc produced a stunning performance to beat Max Verstappen to pole position in a chaotic Azerbaijan Grand Prix qualifying. Having held the championship aspirations ahead of the 2023 campaign, Ferrari even enjoyed a torrid start to the season, but the 4-week break following the Azerbaijan Grand Prix delivered a huge upturn in performance at Baku. Having set an identical time to the lead of Verstappen on their first runs in the first part of qualifying, Leclerc was then able to improve with a 140.203 to top the Dutchman by almost 2 tenths, with Sergio Perez a further tenths back in the other Red Bull. Leclerc will start at the front of the grid in Sunday's Grand Prix, before which there is a standalone double of sprint qualifying and a shortened race as Saturday's new format approaches for the first time as 6th this year. Carlos Sainz was 4th, while Lewis Hamilton beat Fernando Alonso to 5th. George Russell was a shock exit in Q2 though. Lando Norris took advantage of McLaren's upgrades, finishing 7th with teammate Oscar Piastri in 10th. Leclerc's third successive pole in Azerbaijan provided a thrilling qualifying to a session that was action-packed with Q1 crashes for AlphaTauri's Nick de Vries, as well as Alpine's Pierre Gasly that brought out red flags. And there had been talk going into the weekend about drivers considering taking a cautious approach in Saturday sprint events, but it quickly became evident that it wouldn't be the case for the Grand Prix. No sooner than most of the field has completed their first runs, de Vries, who has struggled to live up to expectations so far, lost control at turn 3 and shunted into barrier. The damage led to a near 15-minute stoppage. The AlphaTauri was recovered and a barrier repaired, and the relative calm remained with more than 10 minutes of Q1 remaining upon the resumption. However, the tension would increase a few minutes later as Gasly, who had earlier caused a red flag in practice when his car caught fire, crashed at the same corner when de Vries had been caught out. The red flag emerged once more as the Frenchman somewhat sheepishly apologised over team radio mechanics who spent the previous 2 hours frantically working to ready his car for qualifying. When Alpine cleared, the session resumed. There was only 7 minutes left. Kevin Magnussen was also eliminated as an electrical issue with his Haas, which had caused him to stop following Gasly's crash persisted. That meant there were only 2 elimination shots remaining, filled up by Guan Yu Zhou and Nico Hülkenberg, as Logan Sargent took advantage and got through to Q2 for the first time in his rookie season. But with the sun starting to set in Baku, providing further challenge to the drivers as it hampered their vision in certain parts of the track, it was fortunate that no further red flags were required as focus shifted to speed in Q2 and 3. Leclerc made it very clear he was in the hunt for pole as a very late Verstappen lap dislodged him from the Ferrari top spot, while the street circuit's Perez also showed strong pace. However, delivering an encouraging performance in Australia, Mercedes was suddenly in danger of a surprise Q2 exit with Hamilton 8th and Russell 9th ahead of their final runs. Improvements from Tsunoda and Piastri bumped them down, knocking Russell out and leaving Hamilton scraping through. That set a Q3 finale with Leclerc and Verstappen, who delivered so many entertaining duels last season, delivered a show. Verstappen went fast on their 3 runs, only for Leclerc to set an identical time, which left the Red Bull ahead by setting the lap first. However, Leclerc would not be denied a 19th career pole as he further improved to move comfortably clear of Verstappen and Perez, with the brilliance of his lap time being emphasised by a 0.9 second gap to his teammate Sainz in 4th. Behind them both, Hamilton showed an impressive improvement from his earlier struggles in 5th, having trailed the Aston Martin McLaren cars that his team supplies with engines in Q2 to secure 5th place. But yeah, before we go, let me run you through the final classification from this weekend. It was Leclerc in pole. That really did come out of nowhere, but yeah, incredible performance from him. He really is a master around backer and showing just how rapid he is over 1 lap. Red Bull, yeah, they'll be gutted to miss out on pole, but another chance to go for it tomorrow. And yeah, I think in the race that car will have a bit too much. Sainz, so even 4th, but yeah, really disappointing. He was just miles off it compared to, say, Leclerc. It just still feels like he hasn't got used to that car. Hamilton in 5th, really impressive showing in Q3, having just scraped through. But yeah, compared to where Russell is, he'll be really pleased with that. Alonso in 6th, I think Aston has some DRS issues, so Alonso in 6th could say maximised it, and I think he may probably be quicker than Mercedes tomorrow, so we'll have to wait and see. Norris in 7th and Piastri in 10th. Good improvement for McLaren, you have to say. Tsunoda probably my style of qualifying. Yeah, hugely impressive from him. He's had a great start to the season. Stroll in 9th. I think, yeah, he may have had DRS issues as well, but yeah, I think he's still like to have been in amounts. Alonso maybe 7th, 8th, somewhere like that. So yeah, he probably will be disappointed. Russell in 11th. Yeah, disappointing showing for him. You'd say he definitely would have wanted by that, but yeah, just don't know what's happened to Mercedes pace, just so inconsistent. Ocon in 12th, really disappointing showing for Alpine, really just not a car in top 10. Yeah, it kind of seems like they've regressed if anything recently. Albon and Sargent in 13th and 15th. It's good to see Sargent being competitive. Albon, yeah, I don't know, maybe that car had potential for Q3, just maybe didn't get everything together, which will be slightly disappointing, but you know, Williams still showing good improvements. Then you got the Alfa Romeo, slightly more competitive today, but still not looking great considering 3 cars crashed out and had reliability issues in Q1. But yeah, Hulkenberg in 7th, Magnussen in 18th. It's just disappointing Dave Haas. I think drag really harming them, and Magnussen obviously struggled, and then Gasly and De Vries. 2 crashes and not great days for them at all. But anyway, guys, that's it really. Thanks so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Next time I was going to tell you, follow the show for daily F1 news and subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.